How many times has this happened to you?
Nice,
Don't
bro.
even try me.
Crosshair placement is one of the fundamental skills in Valorant. It helps you climb the ranks, show off your friends, and get those really sweet highlight clips. Headshots in Valorant are everything, especially when running a Vandal where a single shot to the head can kill an opponent. It's the fastest way to win your fights. You want your crosshair to be as close to the head as possible when you peek a corner or holding an angle, so all you have to do is click or do a slight micro adjustment in order to get the kill. Crosshair placement is so important that multiple people believe that just by getting your crosshair placement to be good can get you all the way up to a relatively high league like gold or platinum, which would be great for an average player.
Never mind, A short. Who's next? Just a fuse.
Crosshair placement is all about keeping your crosshair on headshot level. This means the distance from the edge of the wall, from the floor, from the ceiling, depending on which angle you're peeking, is what determines if you have good or bad crosshair placement. If you're constantly hitting shots into the body or constantly whiffing above their head, it's probably your crosshair placement that's to blame. So now we know what crosshair placement is, but how do you get better at it? It's simple. You have to practice. So to practice crosshair placement, there's a lot of different things you can do. So one thing you can do is go into load up a custom lobby and just walk around. Basically, when you're looking at a wall, your crosshair is about neck level. So you want to be slightly above where your current camera is. If you're doing that, that means you basically know generally where head level is. In Valorant, there's also multiple cues that the developers have put into the game to help you figure out what crosshair placement should be at about head level. For example, the boxes, so you know, multiple maps are usually about head level. There's also multiple stripes and various objects in Valorant that can help you get a feel for what crosshair placement on the headshot level looks like. So my favorite way to practice crosshair placement is to play ranked games. So when you're playing ranked games, you shouldn't just be mindlessly grinding and trying to improve. You have to actually think about it. You have to focus on one skill and isolate it. So for example, maybe for a week, I'll say I'm just going to focus on crosshair placement. I'll load up into a game, play my game as normal, but when I'm thinking, I'll mostly spend most of my time thinking about crosshair placement. Am I at the right level? Am I keeping it to where I can respond fast? Am I leaving it far enough out so that if they wide swing me, I can still flick and get the headshot? Things like this are what improve your skill in any particular skill. The reason you do this in isolation is because Valorant is a complicated game. There's a lot of things that go into playing a ranked game. That's what makes it fun. There's crosshair placement, your response time, there's your teams, there's utility, there's ultimates, there's rounds and weapons, there's economy. It can be a lot to think about all at once, and it's hard to improve at everything at once, so it's better to focus on those things in isolation. It'd be like if you're going to the gym. If you really want to get better at squatting, you should probably squat a lot. So one thing I challenge you to do, if you think you're actually doing good at crosshair placement, is just load up a ranked game, record yourself, and go over and do a VOD review. VOD reviews are super important to improving for anybody because they can allow you to take a step back and really see what is happening in the game and be honest with yourself, like, oh, what are you doing wrong? So go through, play a game, load through a game, and see how many times your crosshair placement actually got you killed. How many times did you miss a shot because you were at body level? How many times did you miss a shot because you were walking through a hall and you were staring at the floor? These things, count them up and see how much you could actually improve in one ranked game just by adjusting your crosshair placement. So to close out the video, basically crosshair placement is all about how fast you are at getting headshots. You want to be able to make it less flicky, more micro adjustment-y when you're trying to get a headshot. Preferably you'd like to just click and kill somebody. The sooner you can do that, the faster you can kill that opponent and you can move on to the next. This will help you drastically improve in Valorant and climb the ranks. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.